offering my advice because I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be social media, Instagram this. I don't know what it's like to be bombarded and have to be the breadwinner in the family and be a brand and be worried about what I do or say and everything else, and 24/7 being pulled in so many different directions and not knowing. And then throwing the fact that if I'm insecure, if I've got my own mental issues going on, who do I talk to? I don't regret being born when I was.
Right.
I'm in the right place at the right time. It's just been fascinating to watch these young ladies come up and now take the baton and take it to a different level.
She handled it in a graceful way as well.
Everything changed a minute ago when Cheryl Miller, yes, the real Cheryl Miller, said what millions of followers were too afraid to speak aloud. Caitlin Clark was never desired by Team USA. And the instant she said it, the entire basketball world imploded. This story will rock your spirits, so before we begin, hit the like button. Today's expose is the biggest yet, so subscribe now if you adore actual basketball and detest politics and sports. Cheryl Miller didn't whisper. She gave no hint. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She went live and revealed exactly why Caitlin Clark keeps getting ignored, benched, humiliated, shoved, targeted, and treated like she never belonged. Her voice solid, crisp, unshakable. She stated, Caitlin Clark changed basketball, and that is exactly why they fear her. And the internet quick meltdown. From day one, Caitlin Clark produced ratings every league dreamed of. Millions of fans returned to women's basketball thanks to her.
Speaking, I feel like she ought to be able to wear her 22, but nonetheless, it looks like she's making a big change, folks. There's a case to be made that Indiana Fever superstar Caitlin Clark's 22 is the most recognizable number in women's sports right now. I don't think there's even I don't think it's arguable at all. I just think when you think of far and away women's sports,
families, children, and individuals who have never witnessed a WNBA game. And what did she get in return? Hard fouls, zero protection, mysterious benchings, accidental elbows, unintended shvees, and excuses. Infinite justifications. At last, Cheryl Miller uttered the words that no one on Team USA dared to acknowledge. She overshadows everyone, which is why they don't want her. However, this was more than just a viewpoint. Cheryl pointed out years of behavior she witnessed. Every time someone becomes larger than the system or a young superstar poses a threat to the hierarchy, the system retaliates. And Caitlin Clark, she didn't just become big, she became the face of global basketball at 22. And Cheryl claims that's precisely why Team USA's executives never intended for her to be the focal point. Cheryl repeated the quiet part out loud. Team USA is connected to the same politics we see in the WNBA. Inside politics, favoritism, power circles, veteran loyalty, and a lack of space for a new star who wasn't created by their system. They did not develop Caitlin. She didn't originate from their structure. She didn't adhere to their plan. She came from Iowa. She brought her own fans. She brought her own spotlight. And that put individuals at danger. Cheryl stated that months before to the roster discussions, Team USA had already made up their minds. It was an easy strategy. Protect the veterans. Keep the old guard as the face, and never let a newbie seize the keys. Caitlin Clark was never going to be welcomed. She was going to be managed, controlled, softened, kept quiet.
Ultimately, it didn't matter because Clark was out, of course, with the groin injury. Let's just scroll down here because Sonia Cintron also was on the All-Star team. She wore 22. But the same can't be said for Team USA basketball, as players aren't allowed to share the same jersey number when suiting up for the national team. In fact, players are forced to wear a completely different number than what they're accustomed to on their professional teams. Caitlin Clark is going to wear number 17 at Team USA training camp. I'm going to tell you this.
But Caitlin didn't play under those rules. She played the game the world loved. And Cheryl exposed the biggest bombshell. They were terrified she would become the star of Team USA before the Olympics even started. Just picture that. 10-year veterans are receiving worse evaluations than a 22-year-old rookie. A single player generating more buzz than the entire roster combined. More conversation, more views, and more highlights. Team USA wasn't ready for that. The system certainly wasn't. Fans witnessed everything as a result of their pushback rather than their celebration of her. The frigid body language, the weird rotations, the unneeded hard fouls, the mishaps that never got called, the relentless condemnation for things other players were rewarded for. Cheryl stated, "You don't treat the most impactful young player in basketball like this, unless you're trying to send a message. That advice is to know your place, stay in your lane, and not climb too quickly." However, Caitlin continued to ascend. Every game, every shot, every incredible pass, every sold-out arena, every viral highlight. And the hatred became more every time she ascended. Cheryl disclosed that Caitlin Clark gets penalized for her excellence.
Off-season, with the front office we don't trust, we don't believe in, we can't believe anything they say, and we don't know what's really going to happen with Caitlin Clark's health. This sucks, man. This sucks. I feel bad for Caitlin because I know she wanted to be out there for the fans, to put on a show. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Man, just even the photo she posted, it's like, man, we was ready.
This was felt by millions of admirers. Parents felt it. Kids felt it. NBA players tweeted about how they felt it. But no one from the inside had said it until Cheryl Miller. Then came the second bomb, the number change drama. Cheryl thought Team USA handled it poorly. Instead of discussing it politely, instead of making Caitlin feel appreciated, they made it look like she was a problem for wanting what every athlete wants: consistency and respect. Cheryl stated they made her feel like a nuisance. Millions of supporters lost it at that point. The third bomb. According to Cheryl, there was internal division within Team USA regarding Clark. Some coaches wanted her, some did not. Some players supported her. Others didn't want her stealing the spotlight. Some executives loved the ratings. Others hated the attention. A split room, a rising celebrity, and a huge spotlight from which no one could get away. This wasn't about basketball. This had to do with politics. Cheryl's voice cracked when she stated this. Caitlin Clark plays the game the right way, and she is being punished for it.
And as far as I was concerned, I was just glad to know eventually I wasn't the only girl playing basketball and balling, and playing at a high level. But it's been a blessing just to watch the women grow and watch the women find their voices, use their platforms, and finally get paid.
Right.
That's been, if anything, the flowers for me is to see their achievements now.
That line hit the entire nation because it wasn't just about Team USA. This covered the entire season. The harsh fouls, the shubs, the targeting, the disrespect, the quiet, the jealousy, the bogus narratives, the continual boy.